Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sunny Savita, and I am back with another exciting and important video. Guys, I started with this end-to-end LangGraph course, and I already uploaded 9 videos related to this course. This is the 10th video, and from this video onwards, we are going to start with a different agentic pattern. Yes, guys. So, what is a different agentic pattern? I will let you know each and everything from scratch. And before that, let me show you the complete syllabus. Let me show you the syllabus till which point we have already covered and what all thing is remaining. Guys, here is the first slide which I already completed. If you will go and check with the playlist section, there you will find out all the videos related to this particular topic. And let me show you the second one. I already completed this slide as well. And in the previous video, I shown you how you can create a chatbot using the LangGraph, and inside that particular video I explain you all these particular concept. And before that as well, I uploaded the video related to the LangGraph introduction, DAG, okay, and the concept of the built-in classes of the LangGraph, and the different other concept like graph, state, nodes, edges, visualization, each and everything. Now guys, this is the last slide where basically I already discussed about the chatbot. And now guys, we are going to start with a different agentic pattern like structure, output, human in loop, react agent, and all. And then I will come to the rag with langgraph, or different rag. I will try to implement like corrective rag, agentic rag, and self rag. And then we'll try to create some multi-agentic system and couple of project as well. So this is the whole sort of agenda. I hope this is clear to all of you. If you are following to me from starting, then I hope so this each and every point is clear. Now guys, we are going to start with this different and like this common agentic pattern, and each and everything I will try to explain you from scratch. Let me show you my YouTube channel. If you haven't checked so far, please go and check. And if you will go inside this playlist section, I created a different playlist like langchain, langgraph, rag, advanced rag, multi-model rag, rag from scratch, and the generative AI. Okay, now if someone want to follow from scratch, so what you can do, you can follow this particular playlist. And let's say someone want to understand the rag, so that person can follow this playlist. Now someone wants to understand about the langchain or langgraph, you can follow these particular playlists. Apart from this one, you will find out my other core as well. This courses I took on the different other platforms, so you, if you want to check out this one, you can go and check. Now guys, let me explain you the different agentic pattern, and then we'll start with the practical implementation, guys. So here, guys, we are going to discuss this three important pattern. The first one is the structure output pattern. The second is the react pattern, and the third one is a human in loop. So first, I will start with this structure output, and I hope so you have seen the title of the video as well. Then I will come to the react pattern, which we have already learned, but again I will show you this pattern using the LangGraph, and then I will come to this human in loop, that how you can keep the human intervention, how you can keep the human intervention in between the execution. This three pattern is a very important pattern, and in in your application, in your implementation, if you are going to create any sort of application implementation using the LangGraph, easily you can adopt it. So first one is guys, structure output, and the name itself is explaining what it is trying to say. Okay, so whatever output we are going to generate, so that particular output we can keep in a particular structure, right? So let's say whenever we are going to generate an output, so that output generally we get inside the string, right? String. But guys, apart from the string, can we get a output in a different other format? Different other format means, can I get a output into the JSON format? Can I get a output into the dictionary format? Okay, dictionary basically it's again similar to the JSON, it's a Python specific object. And can we get a output in a YAML format? Or let's say if I want to get an advanced format like HTML, you know HTML, right? Or maybe if I want to get in a latex format, right? So can I get an output in a different format? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. So what we can do, we can define our pydentic object. Okay, we can define our pydentic object, and using this particular object, pydentic object, I can achieve this particular structure. Okay, so I can generate output into the JSON format, dictionary, YAML, HTML, latex, any of them, right? So guys, in this particular video, I will show you how you can get an output in a particular key and value format. Okay, that further you can convert into the JSON, into the dict, or into the YAML. It is up to you according to the requirement. Now, why we do it? what is the requirement of it. So let me explain you that part as well. So this particular thing I kept inside the notebook, and let me show you, and then basically you will get a better understanding. So guys, here inside this notebook, I am going to implement this structure output agent, and please try to read it what I written over here. Structure output agent in LangChain refers to an agent that produce response in a specific format, such as JSON, dictionary, or in a different other type. Okay. Now, what is the requirement of it? So the requirement is very simple. So let's say if I want to get a controlled response, means I don't want to get a response into the single string. I can give you better example. So let's say if I want to know about the Indian Prime Minister. Okay. So who is the Indian Prime Minister, from where he belongs, and from which country he belongs, okay, what is the capital of that country. So everything I will get in a string format. That is fine, that is well and good. But guys, let's say if I want to get this output in a particular key and value pair, means name of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and where he is living currently in New Delhi. Okay. To which country he belong? To India. What is the capital of India? Again, New Delhi. Okay. So I can get this particular output in a structure format, and that I can achieve using this structure output agent. And for that, we'll have to define the pydentic object. Getting my point? Now, again, like why it is required. So first is control response. I can control the response. Second is data validation. Let's say if I want to send this particular data to any API, means I written the backend code using this LangGraph, and now I want to send this particular data to any API, and later on, means later on I have to show you over the UI, or maybe I have to keep it inside the database, whatever, right? Whatever I have to do, I can achieve it. I can achieve using this structure output agent. Or if I want certain automation, right, certain pipeline, a certain like a dashboard ETL pipeline, or which is workflow and all, I have to residing my data to any of them, like any of the basically a dashboard, right, like Power BI dashboard, or Tableau dashboard, or maybe Grafana dashboard. So I can easily automate that particular process. I can easily pass the data to that particular dashboard, okay, to that specific platform. I hope the thing is clear now. Now, once I will perform the practical, you will get a remaining 50% thing. So let's start with the practical, guys, and let me explain you each and everything here. So here, guys, what I did, I imported couple of statement, couple of module, and here I'm loading my LLM. So this LLM which I'm loading from the Grok, and which model I'm reading? I'm reading this Gma 2, which is an open source model from the Google. Okay. Now, guys, before starting with the practical, see, as you know, we are going to implement this particular thing using the LangGraph. But guys, inside the LangChain also, like the developer, the LangChain community, right? They also have given you this particular facility. Let me show you with the older documentation of the LangChain. So guys, once you will search over the Google itself, here, you will find out the uh, LangChain documentation as well. See, this is the one. So they have already given you the way, like how you can design the structure output. And if you will read the reason of it, so they are giving you the same reason. This notebook covers how to have an agent return a structure output. By default, most of the agent give the string output. Okay. String means the single and output. Now, if I want to get an output in a particular format, like key and value format or any other format, I can design that, right? So inside the older version of the LangChain also, they have given you that facility. If you want to check out it, you can do it. I will give you this particular link inside the description. But in our case, we are going to implement this particular output, this particular is like agent using the LangGraph, right? So first of all, guys, we require the model which I already written over here, and I told you I'm using the Gma model. Now I require the tool as well. So let me basically write the tool. So we are going to use the Tably. Okay, Tably, basically why we use this Tably? So Tably we use for crawling the web. Okay, so I can easily crawl the web using this Tably. Now, guys, apart from this one, we required a couple of more things. So as we'll go ahead, I will let you know. So first of all, what I can do, I can design my workflow. Okay. So this workflow is going to be like this. Let me show you the workflow, and this is very simple. This is very easy as well. Or what I can do, I can show you the image first, and then I will come to the workflow. So here I kept the image, guys, structure, output, design. Yeah, this one. So this is the workflow, guys, and I hope so it is visible. So let me zoom in. See. First I'm going to start. So in the starting, like I will pass the output to the LLM. Now LLM will decide whether there is a tool call or not. So if there is a tool call, okay, if there is a tool call, then what I will do, I will go through with this tool, and then again I will get a, output from the tool, and I will pass it to the NLM, and finally I will generate a response. Let's say if there is no tool call, in that case what I will do, I will directly generate the response. Okay, let me explain you again, just a second. It's very simple, and I think so yeah, like you can easily understand it if you have seen my previous sessions. So there I explain you this type of architecture and all. Just a second. Yeah. So guys, we are passing the input over here, and this input is coming to LLM. Now LLM is deciding whether should I call the tool or should I directly give the response. Let's say tool is not involved over here. Tool calling is not involved over here. Okay, here tool calling is involved, but here tool calling is not involved in some basic message. So directly I will generate a response, and here is what, here is my output. I will get the output. Now let's say tool calling is required. In that case what I will do, I will call the tool. Okay, I will in my case the tool is a tably. I will crawl the entire web, and then I will get a response. Again I will pass it to the LLM. Then LLM will analyze the entire output of the tool, and then it will give the response, and this particular response like I will showcase as a final output. I hope so. This architecture is clear. Now let's try to implement it. So guys, here if we will look into the architecture, we require three functions. First is LLM, second is tool, and the third is a response. Okay. So let me define each and every function over here, and let me give you the like code of it. So first function guys, it's a call model. So let me take the call model over here. So this call model, what it will do, it will take a response, and it will generate output. Okay. Now the second is what? Second is a response. So let me take a response as well. So here what it will do, it will take a response, and it will give you the output in a specific format. Okay. Then guys, we have one more thing. So we have this should continue. Whether I need to call the tool or I need to like generate an output from the LLM itself. So we are going to decide this particular thing using this using this should continue method. Okay. Now apart from this one, we required a couple of more things. So let me explain you this thing step by step, one by one. As you know, like I define this tool. Now in between guys, we have to write couple of more line. So first guys, what I have to do here, I have to basically uh create a tool. Okay, so just a second. So sorry, tool I defined, I need to create one more method. The method name is what? Get ct detail. Okay, so this is my tool, and I'm using this particular tool inside this method, and I'm defining this method as a tool. Understood guys? Tell me yes or no. So whenever I will get any sort of a prompt, I will pass it to over here, and I will generate a response, and this response I will give back to my LLM. Okay, according to my logic. Now, what I have to do, see here, I am going to define this tool as a tool node. Okay, so just a second. This is my tool, which I am keeping inside the list, and I'm binding it with the LLM so that LLM can decide when I have to call the tool and when I have to like when I no need to call the tool. Okay, simply we can simply LLM can decide using this particular method, which is using this bind tool, right? So this is my tool, and here is a I need to define in this specific format. If you followed my previous session, then definitely you must be knowing about it. Then here I'm binding it with the LLM so that LLM can decide. Okay. Now this thing is clear, and if it is not getting clear, you can like watch it again or just wait. In some time, everything is going to be clear once I will define the workflow. Okay. Now, so this is what, this is my tool. This is my model along with the tool. Now I have to do one more thing. So here guys, I have to define the agent state. Okay. So here is what, here is my agent state guys. Let me keep it over here. This is my agent state. And now guys, see this agent state, basically it is nothing. It's like having one key. Okay. It is having one key, and this key basically it will be holding the messages. Now this is this agent state, basically it is holding this key, which is a final response, and the type of this final response is a CT detail, right? So let me tell you the CT detail, how it looks like. So here is a CT detail guys. This is a CT detail. As I told you, I want my output in this specific format. Now whatever regarding whatever I'm asking, so I want the state name of that particular like question. I want capital, I want country name, and I want a country capital. So this should be my output format, and this key basically basically it is following to this output format. Okay, whatever final response I will be getting, I will be getting in this particular format. I hope everything is going to be clear to all of you till here. Now, guys, so here I am going to do one more thing. So here I am going to bind my model with this is with this CT detail as well. Okay, so whenever I will be generating output, I will be generating in this particular format itself. Okay, so see this is nothing. This agent state, basically it is inheriting this message state. Message state, it's a class, okay, which already defined inside the LangGraph code. I already shown you in my previous videos. If you want to check, you can go and check. Now inside this agent state, we have this final response, and the type of the final response is this CT detail. Okay, now I am binding my LLM also with this structure output, so it will generate a structure output, and here I will be getting inside this final response, and here I am validating it, okay, using this CT detail which I define it over here. I hope so. This is clear. Now, let me do one thing. Let me give you like little more theory with respect to this particular class, because this is representing to my pydantic object. Okay. So here I kept couple of theoretical point which I can show you easily, and you can follow to this particular point if you want to understand the theoretical stuff regarding these particular point. Okay. Now, guys, here see. So this is my base model class. Now, this base model class, what it is doing, so this base model class is a component of the pydantic class. Okay. Now using this base model class, we can define the structure of the data. Okay. Whatever type of data we want to generate. Now here I written the complete explanation of this particular this particular variable. Okay. And here is a description of the field, like this particular field, which is defining a type of this particular variable. Okay. What type of value I will be keeping over here. And here, guys, I written the purpose that why basically we require this pydantic object. So just to validate the structure, okay, my structure will be in this particular format. I'm going to validate it. Means I'm going to make sure it at the end we are going to generate output in this particular format itself. Okay. Now rest of the thing you can read it from like your end. I will give you this particular notebook. I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Now let me design the workflow, guys. So for designing a workflow, I required what? I required the like this state graph. Okay, now this state graph, let me keep it over here, and here I am going to pass it, right? This particular graph is state graph. Okay, now what I will do, I will be like showing you this particular state graph. I'll be like visualizing this particular graph. So here is the like visualization, and now I'll be passing the question over here. So the question is going to be very simple, and I hope so, but just by seeing the question you can understand. Okay, so this is a question. Now let me explain you again this entire thing, and I hope so you will be getting. Okay, I'm giving you just like kind of revision, and then we'll wrap up this particular session, guys. So guys, this is the architecture, and I hope so you understood this architecture very well. So we have a LLM. Now LLM is deciding, should I need to call the tool or this respond? Okay. If this tool is not required, I will directly generate a output from this respond, and this respond basically it is having a code for the structure output. Getting my point? So this respond, this particular function is having a like LLM with a structure output. Now this LLM, it's a normal LLM, okay, along with the tool. Okay, I bind it with the tool, no? This bind tool. Okay, and this respond, it is having a LLM along with the structure output. Okay, and this tool is having this tably. Understood, guys? Now where do I should I follow this or this? So we are going to decide it using the should continue function. I define what should continue function, so we are going to decide it using this particular method. And I hope so now everything is clear. Now let me again give you the revision of the code, and then I will show you the final output. So first of all, guys, see, here is our code. Now import statement is clear. You can read it from your end. And here is what? Here is my model, which is already clear. If you want to check it out, this model, you can check, you can invoke it. Then here is my tool, which I'm keeping inside this particular method, which will give me a detail of the CT. Okay. Now here I need to wrap my tool like this. Okay, this is the this is the predefined functionality. I need to pass the tool in the form of list only. Now what I'm doing, I'm binding this LLM with a tool. Okay, so this is my model with a tool, and this model I will keep where inside my LLM. So this, if there is a tool call, then I will call the tool. If there is a there is no tool call, I will simply go ahead and will generate a response using that respond method. Okay, where I'm having one more LLM which I will show you. Now guys, what I'm doing, I'm defining a structure of the city detail. So in which a particular format I want the detail of the city. Okay. Now whatever city I am passing, so I want the specific detail of the city in this particular format, and I'm defining it using what, this base model. Okay. And which is a component of the pydantic. Now here is my agent state, which will be flowing throughout the nodes. Okay. And which will be containing my response, and here the type of the response will be this city detail. Okay. Now guys, here is my one more LLM which is being held by the respond method, and this LLM basically it is having this with structure. I'm calling this with structure output, and I'm passing the city detail. So whatever will be generated by this LLM, it will be generated in this specific format. Okay, in this specific format. Now guys, see, if I'm writing like this is just for the validation. Means I'm just going to be validate whether this format is correct or not. That's why I'm going to define it. Now here is my call model, which is a simple method. See, I written the print statement also in between. So print statement basically, so how at the end I will trust the output in front of you, how this is happening, right? So this is my simple call model. Here I'm calling this model with tool. Here is my should continue method. So it will decide whether I need to call the respond or this continue means my tool. And here guys, if there is no tool call, it will generally generate a response. If there is a tool call, then it will continue with the tool calling. Now here is a respond. So respond basically I'm generating using this particular model with a structure output, and here I'll be passing my message. Okay, this one. And here also I written the print statement and all everything, so that we can trace everything. Now let me execute each and everything over here. So this I already executed. Now this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Now here city detail is clear, agent is clear. Okay, this is also clear. Call model is clear, should continue is clear. Okay, so this is also clear. Now respond is clear. Now here is my workflow. Now let me show you how this workflow looks like. So it's the same one. Okay, now if I'm invoking this particular workflow, so here I am passing the message, tell me about the city detail of the Gwalior. So here I'm going to execute. Let's see what I'll be getting. So see, this is the print statement which is being called in between. I will trace each and everything at the end. Now let me show you the answer first. So here is the answer, guys. Now you see the answer. I'm getting a city detail. It was a class which I defined. Now state name is the Madhya Pradesh. State capital is Bhopal. Okay. Country name is India. And here country capital is New Delhi. So this is my final output which I'm getting. And this structure output I have defined over here. Now, if you want to send this particular output to any of the database, to any of the API, you can simply pass it to the API or database, and how you have defined it, how you have decided using this particular structure. Okay. Now let me trace the entire output, how it is being generated. So I'm going to copy it from here. Just a second. It's a huge one. And this will give you the very good understanding how my cursor is moving from here and there. Okay. Just a wait. It's a huge output and you will get to know in some time. Or I already written. What I can do, I can take the same one because yeah, because before this one, just a second, I kept it inside my document itself. See this one. Yeah, correct, guys. So see, so my input is being started. This is being given to the model. Okay, this is my input call. So I'm passing the input to my model. Okay, here is my message. Now I'm talking about the city. So what it will do, it will see, here is a response from the model itself, and inside this particular response you will find out this response is empty because it is calling the tool. And what is my tool name? Get city detail. Okay, so there is two step from the call model. Now there is a third one. So if there is a tool calling, what it will do, it will do the continue and it will call the tool. Okay, so here you can see message, AI message, and tool calling. It is calling the tool. Okay, this is calling the tool and it is getting this particular responses from the tool. Okay, now what it will do, so it will pass this entire detail, this tool calling, this message, and on again, go again back to the LLM. Okay, so see, it is passing this entire detail after tool calling to where, after tool calling to the model, and this response is being generated. If you will look into the architecture, you will get to know. So let me show you this one. So this one, continue, okay, tool, and then from the tool it is again passing to the again passing input to the LLM. Okay, now LLM is generating this particular input, sorry, this particular output, okay, based on the complete detail. See, this is the complete detail which is being given by the tool. And now this thing is passing to the respond. Okay, this entire thing, this is a message, this is the like AI message, this is the tool calling, and this is the AI message generating by the LLM. And this message we are picking up finally to the we are passing it to the respond, and this is my final answer. Understood, guys? So like this my workflow is working. If you want to understand in a detailed manner, you can copy and paste in a same manner to your notepad or to your doc, and you can understand that. Okay, so I hope so this agentic pattern is clear to all of you. It is very much important to design the end-to-end system, or to design the any web application or database application. And even I'm also using it like in my end-to-end application which I am currently doing. Okay, so yeah, this is it for this particular video. I will meet you in the next video where we'll discuss about the React agent and then human in the loop. Until, thank you, bye bye, take care guys, and keep learning and keep growing. Thank you.